Hey, it's me, Morgan Lee, and welcome to my Brooklyn kitchen. In this series, we're making my favorite recipes and we're making them vegan. Today I'm going to teach you how to make an amazing vegan pie crust, and we're going to use that to make a delicious pot pie, vegan pot pie. I've made so many pie crusts in the past. Lately my pie crusts have not been turning out, and I think that that's because I've been adding too much fat. So let's see how this one turns out. And the fat that I'm choosing is this vegetable shortening, and that's because it's a lot more similar to butter than any other fat. You want all those little blobs to disperse within your dough, and you want it to be eventually to about the size of a green pea. And just like any pie crust you're making or any pastry you're making, you really want to keep it, well, with baking you want things room temperature. With pastry crust you want things to be cold. So I put this in the fridge before I'm shooting so that it's nice and cold. And we're just cutting this fat into medium-sized chunks, and then we're going to use the fork to break it up into even smaller pieces. So I can see that all of the flour has come in contact with at least a little bit of fat, and that's what you want. I have ice water, and it says add 4 to 8 tablespoons of ice water. So that's 1. I'm going to start with 4, 2, 3, 4. Maybe the dough wasn't wet enough. Okay, 4 doesn't seem like enough. 5, 6, 7. So this is looking very shaggy, very crumbly, and pieces just larger than a pea-sized amount. Okay, this one is a lot squishier. I must have added a little bit too much flour in the first round, and then when I rolled it out and tried to re-roll it, I added even more flour. So that's my mistake. I got too much into sugar cookie mode and I wasn't in dough mode. I'm still recovering from all the cookies I made over the holidays. I love to make cookies for my neighbors and local businesses that I go to. Oh yeah, okay, so this is so much squishier. I can tell it's gonna roll out so much easier. So I didn't add enough water to my last dough, and I added way too much flour. So I think I didn't add enough fat. Oh my gosh, look at this. I can just tell already it's gonna roll out so beautifully. So it says divide in half, but I think this will roll out and cover our pie crust. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to follow the instructions exactly as it says. Divide in half. Yeah, yay! So the recipe that is going to be posted is going to be the correct recipe, but it's kind of fun to follow me along on this journey, I think. you let me know. You can let me know in the comments if you enjoyed seeing me kind of struggle a little bit. Okay, look, so I fused these doughs together. And now I'm going to roll it out. Don't be afraid. Don't forget to use flour. You don't want to use too much, but you also do not want this to stick to your board. And since it's been kind of crumbly, I am a little bit cautious about adding too much flour, but it also has been sticking to the board. So you don't want that to happen either. Okay, so you can measure with this, and you can do a little cut, because I can already tell that I need a little more on either side. Oh, so I'll have to actually quadruple the Crisco's recipe for this large container, which is what I'm making the recipe for. Because, oh no, this is one full recipe. Oh my goodness, just double it. But when it says, yeah, double the recipe, cut the dough into 2 balls, and that will be good. Okay, we're at a thickness that I like. We're not really at the size that I like, so I'm just going to roll it out a little bit more. I just love working with dough, even when it's not working out perfectly. It just feels so good to work with dough. These pieces are coming up a little bit. That is totally fine. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm gonna roll this on top of my rolling pin. And I always feel like Snow White every time I do this. And then you just lay it down into your pie plate. Okay, place it down in there. And this is another favorite part. Make sure it goes all the way down into the corners. And then you can trim this. I love cutting dough with a sharp knife. It's so nice. And you just reattach it where there are any missing pieces. Oh, that's a relief. Here. And if you want, you can use your knife and trim all the way around. To make sure you get a nice edge. And for the filling, we're going to have a lot of mushrooms, and we're going to have some tofu chicken that I'm going to make in the next episode. So I'm really excited about the tofu chicken. It's going to be tofu in the flavor of chicken, or with basically chicken flavored, chicken spices and herbs that people really associate with chicken. So These recipes are for people that are vegan, but they're also, oh see, this is like rolling up so beautifully, and it's gonna be really easy once it's chilled, especially, to just flip, and put it on the top of our pie. So, here's how it's gonna fit on top. And there you go. That's how you make a vegan pie crust, everybody. So tune in to the next episode. We're going to make some amazing spiced tofu that's going to be the protein in this pie. And don't forget to keep it fresh.
Thanks so much for watching till the end. I hope you learned some new techniques. I've started putting the ingredients lists in the description box below. I love any feedback, so please don't hesitate to comment. And if you like what I'm up to here at Miss Produce, then please subscribe to my channel. Thanks again, you guys.